I want to be discussing something very important, very crucial, and it's going to take a series of videos, so be patient enough to scroll till the last video. There's a lot to learn. I don't need to explain what Kayanmata is. Over the last few years, Kayanmata has become acceptable in the Nigerian marketplace as female aphrodisiacs. And these products are supposed to be herbal, but not everyone is entirely herbal. I mean, a lot of products out there have been fortified, to do one thing or the other, which is absolutely acceptable. But then again, if you're going through issues in your marriage, your husband is cheating, there's another woman, there's a drift in your marriage, things have not been the way it used to be, and you want to seek solution from Kayanmata sellers, I would like you to watch this video to the end and understand what exactly you are likely to be getting yourself into before you start. I'm Ewa from Ewa Herbs and Spiritual Center. Now, this discussion might not necessarily apply to people whose marriages and relationships are going super well. You just need sexual enhancement for wetness, for sweetness, to increase your libido, to be more attractive to your man, and to, spice up things a little bit. There's nothing wrong in that. But if you are going through serious marital challenges and you want to use Kayanmata, especially if there's another woman there. Yes, they tell you if your husband is cheating, use this to get your husband attention back. For bonding, use that, and you use it, and trust me, most of them are going to work exactly the way they say it will, and you do. But do you remember that there was another woman out there who was the reason your husband was cheating and wasn't paying attention to you in the first place? Do you think that woman is just going to stop and say, well, he's come back to his wife, things are now fine, let me move on to the next man? No, most of the time, no. And when they cannot get the attention of your man after you have used these Kayamatas and the other products they have sold to you, most of the time, 9 out of every 10 times, the other woman or the other thing that was taking your husband's attention away or causing a drift in your marriage will go and fight back. And this time around, they fight dirtier, stronger, and more fierce. Meaning that if she was using a random product before, this time around, she's going to go all out, all spiritual, all jazz. This is a business that I do. I know how many requests we receive every day from all these side chicks to pull down people's marriages under one guise or the other. So the other woman is not going to stop. Now, are you ready to match whatever it is that she's coming with in case she decides to come with something? Let me tell you a story. This customer last year who complained that her husband was cheating badly. In fact, she was about to quit the marriage. Then I was selling Kayanmata for another brand, and I recommended what she was supposed to use. She used them, and boom, her husband came back begging, showering gifts to her, on her, promising that he wasn't going to go back to the girl, and things became good. When I launched my brand, she was one of my first VIP clients. I did spiritual consultation for her on certain things, and once you're my VIP client like that, if there's anything happening to you spiritually, I would receive a message and I'll be prompted, check on you, pray for you, or do some spiritual work for you. So I checked on her recently and she said, babes, things have really gone so bad. She sent me pictures of her husband beating her terribly, and that he had gone back to that same girl, that this time around strange and terrible things had been happening in her home. Now, what did this side chick do? How far did she go? That's what I'm about to show you. Still on the case, I got the girl's name and decided to do a consultation and find out what exactly is happening. I found out that this girl had gone full-fledged juju and jazz. And I asked my friend, I said, all of these things have been happening to you and you didn't say anything? She said, I felt it was something I could handle. We went to church to pray and this and this. First, the wife noticed that's my client, she noticed that she was bleeding continuously for 2 months. Like her period started and it won't stop for 2 whole months. They had a series of prayer that stopped. Secondly, she discovered that anytime her husband was to make love to her, his manhood would not just stand. Like, it was not just functioning sexually. But when he's with this girl, which is what I know very well, he was functioning well, but he could not just make love to his wife. Now that's how far this side chicks will go. Is this something you're ready for? And then I asked her, did anybody tell you whether this girl was doing anything spiritual? She said the truth is her younger sister, who is a friend to the girl that is cheating with her husband, came to her and told her that she has been seeing some strange things around her. That in fact, this time around, she's wearing a chain that has her husband's inscription name on the neck, like she's going all out to tell everybody this is the man that is taking care of her. Initially, when we found out last year, she was hiding, she was begging, she was crying, asking people to beg my clients that she's sorry. But this time around, with the powers that they've given her and whatever it is they've done, she was doing it unashamed with her full chest and confidence. Now the spiritual war has started. My client is bleeding continuously. Period is not stopping. Her husband's manhood does not function when he's with her. This is how far these side chicks go. And common Kayanmata products cannot handle this. I ask you again, if you buy regular Kayanmata products to use on a man that is cheating or a relationship that has issues, you have literally set up a war between you and the side chick. If she was not using jazz before, she will go all out. Because she's not going to let that man go. Her maga, her ATM, the person that is taking care of her, cannot just go like that. Even if she doesn't know where to go, she would ask people what to do, where to go. And what they usually do is separate the husband from the wife totally, create a terrible enmity between the two of them just so as to have the man back fully. And that's what is happening in this case. Now we are still on it. We have not finished. We are still working to reverse everything the girl had done and to put her and her husband back together again. I ask you again, are you ready for this full-blown war? Now let me wrap up this video by telling you this. If you are going through serious marital issues, serious financial issues, regular off-the-shelf Kayanmata is not what you need. If your marriage is fine, everything is good, you just want sweetness, wetness, enhancement, increased libido, fine. But if you are attacking a problem, spiritual consultation is what you need. You need to fight whatever it is that is the enemy headlong spiritually. You need to get ready and be on the attack, not the defense. These girls are not smiling. These girls are not stopping. And if they have an upper hand, that's all, that's the end. Your husband becomes the man that you don't even recognize again. A spiritual consultation is what you need, not an off-the-shelf